Hello guys, Tops here. Today, how does Lone Wolf work in Belbras? So it's a tier 5 perk, you can get it on level 6. Lone Wolf, with no ally within 3 tiles of distance, gain plus 15 bonus to melee skill, melee defense, range defense, and resolve. So, you get plus 15% to all of your combat stats from being away from your team. By the way, dogs don't count for this. This got fixed. So if you have a dog right in front of you, he doesn't count for the Lone Wolf buff. So you still get your Lone Wolf even if a dog decides to pop up near you. Your Lone Wolf doesn't get cancelled, which is pretty nice. Okay, so Lone Wolf gives you a shit ton of stats, which is insane. The fact that you get plus 15% on your skill means that brothers who already have like high melee skill, high resolve, high melee defense, they benefit a lot from this because, again, returning value, right? If you have 100 melee skill, you would get 15, right? 15 from the 15%. If you have 50 melee skill, you would get half of that. So having high skill is good with Lone Wolf. The biggest problem is being far away from your team. Getting isolated, getting surrounded is death in most scenarios. So the Lone Wolf buff is actually hard to apply, but there are brothers where I use the Lone Wolf consistently, and that is for tanks. Tanks who are just completely designed, I take all the defensive perks and they are designed to tank down very scary opponents. And with the Lone Wolf buff, I get plus 15 to my defense and plus 15 to my resolve, so I am super survivable. And let's check out what Turtle has to say about Lone Wolf. Best guide. Yeah, it's a lot of stats. He does a lot of complicated math that I'm too dumb to do. So let's see. Get the buff bubble, stacks with resolve potions, and the banner buff. So even more stats. Yeah, as such, multiply gains by shield wall dodge. Also, you get the benefit from that. And that's kind of like the crazy thing. If you are a Lone Wolf tank, and let's say you have like a shield and you have Lone Wolf and you have like 70 defense, I have seen brothers go to over 100 defense as soon as I start shield walling. So like the returning value of Lone Wolf in combination with active shield wall is just crazy. You can get up to crazy defense amounts. Okay, remaining decimals round down, okay. Updates in real times, and dogs allies will not disable Lone Wolf. That's super nice. So like if you fight with a noble house, the noble house will not disable your Lone Wolf. Also the dog that randomly walk to you won't disable it. Pretty nice. Okay. Yeah, it's a lot of resolve and spin to win great X, riposte. Yeah, I don't know. All that kind of stuff. Should have an escape defense plan. All that, yeah, like all that kind of use cases where it's like potentially useful. The problem is if you have like a riposte one-handed guy, it gets cancelled by the AI, you get poked with pikes or you get shield bash, so your riposte gets cancelled. So riposte doesn't really work versus AI, sadly. So the only use case that I found like reliably working well is like a Lone Wolf tank. And I don't have a Lone Wolf tank here. But you guys can imagine if I had Lone Wolf on this, I would get easily to over 100 resolve, right? With like just the Lone Wolf buff. And that's what I kind of aim for, having high resolve, at least 80 plus for my tanks. And then I get Lone Wolf, get even more defense, and then active shield wall, I go to like over 100 defense, and then my tank is basically always getting hit on 5%, hopefully, and I have over 100 resolve, so I only fail moral checks on 5%, right? So like I am super survivable. Yeah, that's kind of like I would only use Lone Wolf reliable for defensive. That's kind of like my thing. The one thing, like you putting archers 3 tiles away from your team is kind of like then you're most of the time out of range. Like with most range weapons, that's like not really a good thing. Like it's hard to apply. Maybe taking like a great X guy or like a great sword guy with AoE, putting him 3 tiles away from the team to get more stats. I mean, it's doable. On the other side, like now you are completely isolated from your team, and like you have still a reliable chance to get hit or something. So it's kind of nice, but yeah, like being isolated means most of the time you will die unless you have like a tank that has like ridiculous the amount of defense, and even those guys, if they get unluckily hit a couple times, they will die. So if you have somebody who's lone wolfing, which is a common strategy for Black Monolith, I have a lot of videos on how to make tanks for that. Yeah, just be ready to save your tank, especially. And I think if you have more than one lone wolf guy, like as soon as you have to save two brothers, you might have problems that you cannot solve, right? You maybe can only save one brother, not twice, not two brothers. So it's hard to apply for other bros than dedicated tanks. But maybe you have a build where you do use Lone Wolf, and please let me know down in the comments. I would like to hear it. And thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. I will see you in the next video and in the comments. Have a nice day. Bye bye.